Hello, YouTube. It's me, John Avenger, once again, and welcome back to Non-Woke Movies Month. And this will be my last review for the month of September. I know there's a few days left, but I want to just save my strength for October because October's 31 days. So now we get to the last of the trilogy, the last one, the most reviled one by critics and definitely by certain audiences. Rush Hour 3. Yes, this is the two-disc Platinum series. Fast-paced, action-packed, and very funny. Well, it's not very funny, but there are some moments that make me laugh. Two-disc DVD loaded with behind-the-scenes special features. Rated A for action-packed. Well, there's a lot of good action in this movie. That's one of the highlights of this very flawed sequel. Let's get to the back, shall we? Funny, full of action. Leonard Moulton. It's like I said, it's not horrible, and I've seen worse. When a Chinese criminal mastermind flees to Paris, there's only one cultured, clashed, crime-fighting duo for the job. And you guess, hintity hintin. Ready to raise hell in the City of Lights, Chief Inspector Lee and Detective Carter instead get caught in an explosive battle between the French police, the Triad Gang, and two gorgeous femme fatales. Well, I only remember the one of them anyway. With everybody kung fu fighting to the top of the Eiffel Tower, this one, two-punch of hilarious action that doesn't let up until the final heart-stopping au revoir. And yeah, that's the plot in a nutshell for this movie. Now, I saw this movie a long time ago. I actually bought the bare bones DVD of the film back in like 2011, and I thought I got some laughs. It is longer than the second one, but I don't know. I like some things better in this one than the second one. Don't hate me, guys. I know this is a highly flawed film. Once again, Chris Tucker is really annoying in this movie. He's Daffy Duck. The first scene you see him you see him dancing in the streets. Yeah, he's like a freaking traffic patrol. He's doing traffic patrol and he's dancing in the streets to music. I'm like, yeah, there's a reason that this was Chris Tucker's last film as a lead. Yeah, you thought Eddie Murphy and Wesley Snipes fell from grace? He did it in his third movie, in his third film as a lead in a trilogy. Yeah, because in Fifth Element, he was a supporting actor. Money Talks, he was a lead, but that didn't take off. And Friday, he was only in the first one. So yeah, the only trilogy he's done completely, and this was his last time on screen. For 5 years. The next time he wouldn't be on screen would be in a worthless cameo paycheck in Silver Linings Playbook. Again, that could have been anybody. Kevin Hart could have done it and gotten the same reaction. But yeah, for a third movie, I don't hate it. I think that the scene with the old man is like, who are you? Me, you. No, I mean you. Who? That scene is pretty funny. That's like an Abbott and Costello thing. The scene at the end when they fall off of the Eiffel Tower and then Lee's like, Carter. What? I'm not constipated anymore. I don't know why, but that line cracks me up. Also, they bring back the girl from the first movie. I think it's Yu Lin or something. What was her name? Hold on. No, Dragon Lady Jasmine. That's Yoki Kudo. You have a gorgeous woman in here, a French woman named Genevieve, played by Naomi Lenoir. A very beautiful French actress / model. Don't kill yourself, by the way. If you're still out there, don't kill yourself. She tried to do that a couple years ago. She was depressed. We were all depressed this year, including people in France, the UK, the US, Canada, and all the rest of the world. So don't kill yourself. Please do not kill yourself. Audience, don't do it. You'll regret it forever. Trust me on that one. You have Max von Sydow. He actually has more screen time in this movie than The Force Awakens, so double deuces for you, J.J. Abrams. This movie's flawed, but at least they didn't waste Max von Sydow. He's in the film. He's Barden Reynard. He has like one or two scenes, but he has more screen time and he doesn't die like in The Force Awakens. You also have a very talented Japanese actor in this movie as the main villain, Hiroyuki Sanada. Yes, you remember him. He was in the scene in Endgame where he was fighting Hawkeye with the sword. Yeah, it's a really good actor. Like, he's really creepy. Like, he's almost 60 years old. I didn't even know that. He's what else has he done? He was in a lot of films. Game of Chance was his first film in the 60s. Wow, damn, that was a long time ago. I'm saying recent stuff. He was in Minions. He was in Life with Ryan Reynolds. He's going to be Scorpion in the Mortal Kombat movie. That's awesome. He was also in the Wolverine. 47 Ronin. Yeah, he's done a lot of stuff. But he's fast, and the Last Samurai. Yeah, he's done a lot of good stuff. So he's a better villain than I don't remember the villain in the second movie. I forgot. Um, no, Su Yun. Yeah, Jing Chu is the girl that plays Su Yun. Cutie. Look at her face. Don't hate me on this, guys. This is the new Su Yen. So she's older because in the first movie she was a little girl, and that was in the 90s, and this was 2007, so it was many years later, almost 10 years later. Ambassador Solon Han, yeah, he comes back. You have Zima that played him. There is one cameo in this movie that can go fuck itself now and back in 2007, and that is, yes, director Roman Polanski as Commissaire Revy. Fuck that guy. In real life and in this movie. He is disgusting. He's a pedophile. I hate his face. I don't like the fact that he's a director. He's just like Victor Salva. Both of them can go fuck themselves. Brett Ratner, yeah, he has flaws. Like I said, it's the weakest of the three films, but I still like some of it. As a guilty pleasure, I like some of the action, and it makes me laugh. But fuck freaking Roman Polanski. I don't like that man. I hate his face. His movies, it's hard to watch them because of, the man behind that camera is a scumbag. I hate that guy. Fuck that guy. May he burn in hell for all eternity for doing what he did. Because I don't like him. And I'm not going to show his face on camera. I don't want to get a community guideline strike. So, fuck that guy. I hate that guy. And he's in a scene where they have to do a cavity search on Jackie Chan and Lee and Chris Tucker, and he has to wear gloves. I'm like, you're a sick man. You're a freaking sicko. Even that scene that made me uncomfortable. It is probably the most forced cameo in the movie. You also have Sarah Shahi as Zoe, but I don't remember her in the film. She's cute. She's this is the girl. She was in the L Word. She was in Stallone's Bullet to the Head. Yes, I know she's Hispanic and Arabic, but hear me out. She is not a scumbag like freaking Roman Polanski. That guy can go fuck himself. This girl is a beautiful woman. She's 40 years old now, and she got divorced, I think, this month. So that's too bad. But is the film entertaining? It's got its moments. I don't hate it. I know a lot of people do. Look at the critical response, which I don't really care because critics can suck it. They gave a 7% to LA Finest, and that's a fun show. Rush Hour 3 is a tired rehash of earlier films, and a change of scenery can't hide a lack of new ideas. But there is some new fight scenes, and there's some new locations in France instead of in Hong Kong or in LA like in the first movie. And at least it's not a Disney remake, and it's short. It's only 90 minutes. It goes by real quick. There's also a scene with a nun that's pretty funny because Jackie Chan, they're trying to interrogate this Asian guy, and he can only speak French. And, she like gives him a high five. That's kind of funny. There's some humor that doesn't work. Like I said, he wants to curse in front of the nun, and he says, I'm going to do this, and I'm in the A and all that. I'm like, yeah, that scene could have been cut, but it's not horrible. It gets the job done. It's the third movie in a franchise. It made a lot of money, but it costs way too much money. Like this movie, why did this movie cost $140 million? $140 million for a Rush Hour movie. I know it was in France, so the budget was going to be a little bit higher than two, but this costs way too much. There's CG in it and all that, but like a third of that budget was for the freaking the paychecks of Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker, which, to be honest, Chan only did these movies for the reward, for the money. That's it. But I can forgive him for that. I don't think Chris Tucker was worth the $25 million that he got for these movies. Plus, after this, he went broke because audiences had enough of him, and directors didn't want to hire him anymore. They just thought he was a loud black man. And who came out a few years later after him? Kevin Hart, who pretty much took Chris Tucker's career. Yeah, here it is. The commercially success of the first two movies in the franchise, Tucker received a salary of $25 million for this role, as well as 20% of the film's profit. And you squandered it? What kind of a dumbass does that? I know this feels more like a rant, but there's some problems. Like I said, with the lead, Roman Polanski's cameo, fuck that guy, and some of the jokes. Some of them made me laugh, some of them did not. It's not even one of the worst sequels I've ever seen. No, oh God, no. Ninja Turtles 3 is worse than this. X-Men: The Last Stand is worse than this because it's longer and it wasted more of my time. But yeah, all of this just to have Chris Tucker, jerk off at the screen with his freaking comedy. The film grossed 258 million worldwide, but that's considered a hit, but still a disappointment compared to the second movie. But like I said, it's not horrible. I did see a lot worse movies than this. I think Cop Out's worse because Cop Out I didn't laugh once. I didn't even smile, and again, it wasted my time. And Bruce Willis, at least these guys weren't sleepwalking in this movie. They tried the best they could, even though I'm not a fan of Chris Tucker personally. Just that's just me. But it's not a horrible movie. If you've seen it and you were disappointed, I can't exactly blame you because a lot of people were, but I don't hate it. And I got it for like a few cents on Amazon years ago, so I'm not gonna, it is what it is. Is it redundant? Yes. Do I want to see a fourth movie? At this point, no, because Chan is way too old. I don't think, unless they're gonna do like Rush Hour, like they did with a better third movie, which is Bad Boys 3, because it was R. That definitely helped it over this. And also, that they brought a new generation of people in that franchise. That made things, fresh and new, and made it good. And, it was a kick-ass movie from this year, which I appreciate. Four, I don't think is needed because it's been too late. They did a god-awful TV show, which I'm not going to talk about. It wasn't funny. Two leads had no chemistry. And but this movie, for what it was tolerable. It's a guilty pleasure, guys. I'm not looking for high art here. It's a third movie in the franchise. Not my favorite. My favorite's the first one, but it's not horrible. If you're looking for some dumb fun action for 90 minutes, it goes by at a quick pace. It doesn't take an hour for something to happen. Trust me on that one. Jackie Chan is still fun to watch, as he always is. And Tucker, while he's still a cartoon, he is, he definitely has less screen time than in the second movie. Because the second movie, he was just bonkers. They gave him too much freedom. But for what it was worth, the movie was it was a success also with rentals. It grossed, as of 2018, the film grossed 45 million in American DVD sales. Again, I bought it. That's why. And also, as of March of 2008, this is before Netflix and streaming took over. It made 80.75 million in home video rentals, making it the top rental in 2007. Again, I have seen worse than this. Did you see Pirates of the Caribbean 3? That movie's almost 3 hours, and there's no plot. This is 90 minutes and is painless compared to that. That movie made so much money and it's boring. This, I was never bored. I was offended by a few things, but I was never bored. That's more than I could say for Pirates 3. I was bored out of my mind in the first 30 minutes. Anyway, guys, that's my final review for September. Thanks for watching the few people that did watch me on my new channel. Subscribe if you want to. I'm John Avenger right here. I'm John Avenger Rodriguez right here on YouTube on my new channel. I'm going to keep going for you guys. October, I'll have lights in my room again, so you'll be able to see all my posters. I know I've been in my room for months, isolated with barely any electricity, so bear with me, if my reviews seem like they're in the dark. But Rush Hour 3, very flawed, but it's still entertaining to an extent. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. It's not even one of the worst sequels I've ever seen, because I could still watch 1 and 2 and still be entertained, despite its many flaws. But it is what it is, Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in October. Later.